This will be the outline for the Gospel of Luke. So the author is Luke, the beloved physician, written between AD 58 and AD 60, but I also have where somebody said 63 AD to 68 AD. It's got 24 chapters, 1,151 verses, 25,939 words, and I didn't count them, but it's around that. Luke puts the emphasis on Jesus' human nature, the fleshly aspect. See Romans 1:3. He was made of the seed of David according to the flesh. Whereas Matthew put it on, about Jesus being king. Mark put it on him being a servant. Luke puts the emphasis on Jesus' human nature. Now, Luke is the longest book in the New Testament. And in this gospel, Jesus shows how to deal with human beings because he's focusing on his human nature. The theme, Jesus Christ, the Son of Man, came to save lost sinners. Historical, Luke presents the life, ministry, and death of Christ from the perspective of a human. Doctrinally, Luke demonstrates God's heart for people. Devotional, how to deal with humans. Now, basic outline for Luke. Chapters 1 through 3, where he's born of a virgin, his birth and 30 years before ministry. 4 through 8, born to do miracles, proving himself. 9 through 18, born to preach. You got the parables and instructions within those chapters. 19 through 24, he's born to die, rejected, crucified, resurrected. So born of a virgin, born to do miracles, born to preach, born to die. Now here's two, before we get to the big outline, here's two other basic breakdowns that I've got from people over the last few years. Chapters 1:5 through 4:13, you got the youth of Jesus. 4:14 through 9:50, you got the ministry in Galilee. 9:51 through 19:40, the journey to Jerusalem. 19:41 to 24:53, the final tragedy and triumph. Now another little breakdown. Chapters 1 through 3, you got the Son of Man prepared. 4 through 8, Son of Man identified. 9 through 18, Son of Man teaching on the great truths of the issues of life. 19 through 24, Son of Man exalted through crucifixion and resurrection. And now, for the big breakdown. Chapter 1, you got the birth of John the Baptist foretold, the virgin birth of Jesus foretold, and the birth of John the Baptist. Chapter 2, you got the time and place of Jesus Christ's birth, visit of the shepherds, to the time Jesus turns 12. And then in chapter 3, you got John the Baptist, the genealogy of Jesus. Chapter 4, Jesus is tempted and teaches in the synagogue with doctrine and authority. Chapter 5, Jesus helps Peter catch fish. He obtained fame, but withdrew himself. And he heals a man that's let down from a rooftop. Jesus calls Levi to be a disciple, which is Matthew. Chapter 6, Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. You got the man with a withered hand. 12 apostles. Jesus ministers to a great multitude. He talks about judging others and building your house on a rock. Chapter 7, you got the centurion's servant healed. You got the raising of the widow's son. You got the messengers of John the Baptist. Chapter 8, you got Mary Magdalene, parable of the sower, purpose of the parables, lamp under a jar, Jesus' mother and brothers, Jesus calming the storm, healing a man with the devil. Chapter 9, Jesus sends out 12 apostles, feeds the 5,000. You got Peter's confession. You got the cost of true discipleship, the transfiguration, Jesus delivers the devil-possessed boy. Chapter 10, Jesus sends out 70 disciples. The time Jesus rejoiced the Good Samaritan. Mary and Martha. 11, instruction on prayer. Jesus teaches on devil possession, distances himself from his mother. Sign of Jonah, light of the body's the eye. He denounces the Pharisees. Chapter 12, you got various warnings by the Lord. 13, warnings to Israel, violation of the Sabbath. Chapter 14, another violation of the Sabbath, so-called. Instructions to dinner guests and hosts. Go out into the highways and hedges, bear your cross. Chapter 15, lost sheep, lost coin, lost son. Chapter 16, the rich man and Lazarus. Chapter 17, tribulation, second advent. Chapter 18, Jesus foretells his death, burial, and resurrection, and heals blind Bartimaeus. So that's the outline for Luke.